Hello, mathematicians. Today we'll be learning about scale drawings. Our learning target for today is I can compute the actual length of a figure from a scale drawing. Our vocabulary includes scale drawing or scale model. Scale drawings and scale models are used to represent objects that are too large or too small to be drawn or built at actual size. The scale gives a ratio that compares the measurements of the drawing or model to the measurements of the real object. The measurements on a drawing or model are proportional to the measurements on the actual object. Example number 1. What is the actual distance between Hagerstown and Annapolis? So step 1, on your sheet you would use a ruler to find the map distance between the two cities. The map distance is about 4 centimeters. You're going to then, step 2, write and solve a proportion using the scale. Let D represent the actual distance between the cities. So our scale, which you can see on the map, is 1 centimeter equals 24 miles. So on my map, for my scale, I would have 1 centimeter over the actual amount, 24 miles, equals 4 centimeters over D miles. You then are going to cross multiply, and I would have 1 times D equals 24 times 4. If you simplify that, D equals 96. On the map of Arkansas shown, find the actual distance between Clarksville and Little Rock. Use a ruler to measure. So first in class, you are going to want to measure the distance of Clarksville to Little Rock. Pause the video and do that now. You should have gotten about 4 centimeters as the distance from Clarksville to Little Rock using your ruler. Now you want to set up a proportion using the scale. So the scale we know is 1 centimeter equals 20 miles. And we have a 4 centimeter length, but we are trying to find the actual D miles. You then want to use your cross products. So I would have 1 times D equals 4 times 20. If you simplify that, you would get the actual distance is 80 miles. Example number 2. A graphic artist is creating an advertisement for this cell phone. If she uses a scale of 5 inches equals 1 inch, what is the length of the cell phone on the advertisement? You again want to write a proportion using the scale. Let A represent the length of the advertisement cell phone. So the advertisement scale is 5 inches, the actual 1 inch. The length the advertisement A inches, 4 is the actual. So you want to do, again, your cross products or cross multiply. And then you would have 5 times 4 equals A. So 20 equals A. The length of the cell phone on the advertisement is 20 inches long. Now, the got it problem. A scooter is 3.5 feet long. Find the length of a scale model of the scooter if the scale is 1 inch equals 3 feet. We want to use a proportion like we have in all other of the problems. So I'm going to set up that same way of that advertisement and actual, and then we have our scale and length. So our scale, the advertisement has our scale at 1 inch, and the actual is 3/4 feet. And now, when I'm looking at the length, we do not know the length, so we are going to use X. And then the actual length is 3.5 feet. So I want to use my cross products. So I would have 3.5 feet, which I'm going to turn into an improper fraction. So 7/2 times 1 equals 3/4 x. Now to get x by itself, I need to multiply by the reciprocal. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 4/3, and I would get 28/6 equals x. And then if I simplify, I would get 4 4/6 equals x. Even simplify more, 4 2/3 inches. Now for example 3, we are going to find a scale factor. A scale written as a ratio without units in simplest form is called the scale factor. So example number 3, find the scale factor of a model sailboat if the scale is 1 inch equals 6 feet. You want to convert 6 feet to inches. So we know that there are 12 inches in 1 foot, so 12 times 6 would be 72. You divide out the common units, and the scale factor is 1/72. Now, we want to do this problem to figure out if we have it down. So what is the scale factor of a model car if the scale is 1 inch equals 2 feet? So we want to start by writing 1 inch over 2 feet. And then again, when we're converting feet to inches, 2 times 12 would be 24 inches. That would cancel. You would be left with 1/24 is our scale factor. Equals. Example number 4. A floor plan for a home is shown at the left, where 1/2 inch represents 3 feet of the actual home. What is the actual area of bedroom 1? So looking at the floor plan, 1/2 inch over is actually 3 feet, and we know that it's 4 inches, and we don't know the actual width. When you cross products, you would get 1/2 W equals 12. You want to get the variable alone, so you divide each side by 1/2, which is multiplying by the reciprocal, and you get the W equals 24. Now to figure out the width of bedroom 1, we are going to do 1/2 inch over 3 feet, 1 inch over x. 1/2 x equals 3, multiplied by the reciprocal, x equals 6. And now the area of a rectangle is length times width. So you multiply 24 times 6, which would equal 144 square feet. Now the got it problem. What is the actual area of bedroom 3? Bedroom 3 has a length of 3 inches and a width of 1 inch. So how we want to set it up is starting with our scale, 1/2 inch over 3 feet equals 3 inches over x. So you want to cross multiply, so we would get 9 equals 1/2 x multiplied by 2/1, and x 18. And now the width of bedroom 1, we want to start out again with 1/2 over 3 equals 1/x. Cross multiply, 1/2 x equals 3. Multiply by 2/1 to get 6. And so the area of the bedroom 3 is 6 times 18, which would equal 6 times 8, 48. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 4, 10. 108 square feet. Do the 4 guided practices on your own to see if you understand scale factor. Come back to check your work. Here are the answers to 1 through 4. Check all of my work and make sure that you did your work correct.